play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they...
There's Ramsey over there. This is boy.
The game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean...
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Not before he's able inside the 5-yard line. To throw Mariota. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Bro, this shit acting weird as hell, bro.
He'll take this up to about the 35.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. That game at that time, that was the
Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. And able to get this one across the 45 before.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit.
2020 in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Can't do this.
They'll give it to
We're not ready.
It's a
We're
first
not
down
ready,
for
Dion.
and finally down at the 32-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mariota. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Giving time frame, and you're still doing this on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that.
Mariota on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick 1st down.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And this one complete to Gafford. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Goodwin. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action now. Bridgewater. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Bridgewater again. He'll fire. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to let it go again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Here's Bridgewater. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on
That's
him,
Teddy Bridgewater
but still
for
3
you.
interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and